everyone, it's Amber from Dallas, Texas, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Amber's Awfully Awesome Art. I am super excited that y'all joined me today, and this is my first ever collaboration, so I'm pretty excited to be here and really thankful for this opportunity. And as y'all know, everything is big in Texas, including our blooms. Garrick, that was an amazing piece that you just created. And if you would like to learn how to create amazing pieces from Garrick, you can sign up for his Fluid Art Abstract Retreat that he will be hosting in his native state of North Carolina starting April 14th. Y'all better hurry up. There's only a few spots left. But if you can't catch him then, he will be at the Fluid Art Experience in Seattle, Washington at the end of April. So definitely go check that out. And today I will be showing y'all how to do a Rinske Dutch bloom. Anything Rinske does is amazing and just awesome. So without further ado, let's get started on this big Texas size Dutch bloom.
Today I will be using a 24 by 24 inch level 3 gallery wrapped canvas available at Michael's. I have taped it in the back with painter's tape, and I also sprayed some water to stretch it out so paint doesn't pool in the center. And my spinner is the Jumbo Spinner from at.pm. I will link her website and channel down below, so definitely go check her out. And here is my base paint and the consistency. And I used a bunch of color, but the three main colors are Amsterdam Titanium White and Pearl Violet, along with Golden Fluids Payne's Gray. And for my Dutch Bloom puddle paints that I'll create the flower, I'll be using Prussian Blue, Amsterdam Pearl Violet, Amsterdam Silver, and here is my consistency for all of my puddle bloom paints. And this will be followed by Amsterdam Gold, and I will pour Amsterdam Titanium White around my puddle. It gives a great gradient look when you have another color around your puddle. And now I will spread my base paint, and my base paint is mixed with 5 parts golden color pouring medium in gloss to 1 part paint. And as you see, it's a little thicker than a normal Dutch pour because for this technique, it's best to have your paints a little thicker. And you don't necessarily have to flood your canvas as you would in a regular Dutch pour. So I'm just spreading a thin layer of the base paint, and I'm not too concerned about my edges and sides either because you will spin your paint off. But if you would like to cover your edges and sides, then you're more than welcome to. It's whatever works for you. This technique was created by Rinske, and I had the amazing opportunity to sign up for her Dutch Bloom course, and it is simply amazing, and I will talk more about it later. But yeah, this is a technique that she created, and I highly recommend that y'all check her course out. I will have the link down below. And next I will layer my paints. So my first layer is Amsterdam Prussian Blue, which will be followed by Amsterdam Violet, Pearl Violet, and the pearl colors show better on a darker color, so that is why I will add another layer of Amsterdam Prussian Blue, and this will be followed by Amsterdam Silver, and I always finish off with gold, but I didn't want the gold to mix with the silver because then that would have made like a rusty color. So there I added like a dollop of Prussian Blue, and then that's Amsterdam Gold. And now I will pour my Amsterdam Titanium White around the puddle. And I will basically use my dryer on low cool and blow upwards and go around to create 5 flower petals. And here is my dryer. It's a Kiss Pro, available at Walmart. And see, I'm at a 90-degree angle, and I'm pushing from the edge of the gold puddle because you don't want to start from the center. You want to start from the edge of the gold because the gold is your center for your flower. And I will spin this out to kind of see where my petals are going to go before I start tweaking with my finger. And there I am, just blowing some of the petal out. And I already like the gradient effect that the white has created around my flower. So here I am gently pushing the base paint towards the center. Don't touch your canvas, just gently push that paint towards the center of your flower. Some people do use the back of their paintbrush, but I found that my fingers work better for me. So that is what I am doing right now. And then I will give this flower a good spin and start tweaking it with my Bondo scraper. So right now I'm just looking to see where the petals are gonna go. So don't worry if they fall over the edge, because you will use either your palette knife or a silicone wedge scraper to actually shape your petal. So yeah, you see that one petal that already went over the edge. I'm definitely going to tweak that one because it's just like crazy looking. So I'll definitely shape it more into like a flower petal and kind of not have it look as wide as it does right now. As I mentioned before, you can use a scraper or a palette knife. And I got my palette knives from Fluid Art Co. I will link them down below. But Liquitex has palette knives as well. And you can also check out rinskadowna.com. She has some great fluid art supplies also. And I get all of my Amsterdam paint from her. So there's my Bondo scraper, which is basically what they use at the auto body shops. And I got this from Amazon for about like $2.99, and they're like different sizes. And there I gently scraped off that petal, the side of it. And don't worry, the exposed area of the canvas you will go back and fill with your base paint and basically spread it out around your flower so that it looks even. I also wanted to point out that my Dutch Bloom, the puddle paints, were mixed with 50% GAC 800 and 50% Floetrol. And I mixed that at a 5-to-1 ratio. So I had 5 parts of that pouring medium mixed to 1 part paint. And here I am spreading my base paint around with my palette knife that I got from Fluid Art Co. And yeah, just be gentle and careful when you're doing this as well, because you don't want to accidentally pour too much to where it kind of distorts your petals that you have created already. And as I mentioned before, this is Rinskadowna's technique that she created. And in her course, she goes over the layering of the color for this technique. She goes over the color harmony, what dryers are best to use, as well as the consistency of the paint. And Rinska mixes her paints with water. And I learned that from her course, which was awesome. But I found that I was using a lot of paint when I was mixing with water. And Amsterdam paints are not readily available at the stores here. You have to order them. So I was finding myself ordering more paint. So that's why I switched over to using the pouring mediums that I mentioned before. And in this one, I experimented with the golden color pouring medium, and I think it worked really well. So I'll definitely be trying that out more. And here I am tweaking my petals right there and just creating more interest and depth in my petals so that they look more like a flower and not just one big petal. But yeah, definitely check out Rinska's course. I will have it linked down below, as well as a code to where you can save $10. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot from it. And you have access for life. And it being an online course, I actually felt like I learned a lot more from the course compared to an in-person class. So highly recommend it. And here is my Dutch bloom. I'm just trying to see if more cells form, so I'm torching a little bit. But I will let y'all enjoy the rest of this process. I hope you guys are encouraged to go try this technique. Definitely check Rinskadauna's channel out. I will have it linked down below in the description box. And I will just give this a couple of more spins, see if my petals move, because if they don't, then I know it's a good time to stop. And then the next clip will be the close-up of the wet results. Here is the wet result of my Dutch bloom. I really like the watercolor ombre effect that the titanium white and Prussian blue gave to my petals. It looks like watercolor to me. It's just so pretty. And this piece dried really nice too. And so I will definitely be using the golden color pouring medium in gloss again. And here is an aerial view, and you can see that Amsterdam Pearl Violet really popping out. So I was definitely happy with using that. And here's the completely dried results with no varnish or gloss on this right now. It just looks so nice and glossy because of that golden color pouring medium. And next I will show the gloss result. I used Rest-Oleum Clear Gloss Spray on this piece, and it looks so pretty. So yeah, here is the clear gloss result. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and y'all will hopefully make your own Dutch bloom.
Well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And up next is Lori Houston from Lori Houston Art. She does these amazing flower pops on Flower Pop Fridays, so make sure you tune in. And followed by Lori will be the amazing Louise McKay Art. She does some amazing functional art as well as blooms. And that's awesome because you have functional pieces that are pretty to look at. And last but not least will be Angelia Bliss from Angelia Bliss Art. And she does amazing large abstract pieces along with beautiful Christmas ornaments. If you would like to know whenever these artists have new videos out, simply go to their channel and click the notification button. I will have everybody's channel listed down below, as well as all of the materials that I used today in my Dutch bloom. Until next time, guys, stay classy, stay safe, and stay awfully awesome.